Welcome to Science and Technology Briefing. The content of the briefing includes: billionaire separation erases $180 million at India fabric maker. Disastrous, deepfake videos of Modi, actors prompt calls for urgent changes. OpenAI says Sam Altman to return as chief. Eric Schmidt's think tank urges moonshot chase to keep US ahead. How much do you know about online shopping scams? Billionaire separation erases $180 million at India fabric maker. Bloomberg. Shares of Raymond Ltd., one of the world's largest producers of suit fabric, have fallen for the seventh consecutive day following the announcement of the acrimonious separation between its billionaire chairman Gautam Singhania and his wife Nawaz Singhania. The stock has dropped 12% since the announcement, erasing over $180 million in market value. It is reported that Nawaz Singhania has sought 75% of Singhania's $1.4 billion fortune as part of a settlement. Analysts have commented that the uncertainty surrounding the separation is weighing on the stock and has become a corporate governance issue since Nawaz Singhania is also a board member of Raymond Ltd. Disastrous, deepfake videos of Modi, actors prompt calls for urgent changes. South China Morning Post. Deepfake videos have caused outrage and legal turmoil in India, prompting Prime Minister Narendra Modi to warn of a big crisis and serious thought on how to stop the spread of falsified content. Lawyers have blamed India's outdated legal and law enforcement system for not keeping pace with advances in artificial intelligence (AI) technology. The country has no laws to police deepfake videos, which can be generated within minutes, and tech compliance officers are failing to remove them within the 24 hours required, according to Pavan Duggal, CEO of the AI Law Hub. OpenAI says Sam Altman to return as chief. Financial Times. Sam Altman, the ousted CEO of OpenAI, is set to return to the company following a reversal by the board of directors. Altman and former President Greg Brockman, who resigned after Altman was fired, will both return, with Altman serving under a new board chaired by former Salesforce CEO Bret Taylor. Altman's return comes after almost all of the company's employees and investors protested against his dismissal. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, whose company has a minority stake in OpenAI, offered to support Altman's return. Eric Schmidt's think tank urges moonshot chase to keep US ahead. South China Morning Post. The US must achieve strategic technological advancements, including a working quantum computer by 2028, to maintain national security and ensure it stays ahead of rivals like China, according to a report by the Special Competitive Studies Project, SCSP. The document also calls for a 1,000-fold increase in computational energy efficiency and the development of commercial-grade superconductor electronics. The US and China are in a race for technological supremacy, with both investing billions in expanding domestic semiconductor manufacturing capabilities. How much do you know about online shopping scams? Wall Street Journal. The holiday season is a prime time for online shopping scams. US consumers are expected to spend about $1.9 trillion in November and December, with the majority of that being done online. To protect yourself from scams, it's important to be knowledgeable about e-commerce scams. Take a quiz to test your knowledge. Sam Altman is reinstated as OpenAI's chief executive. New York Times. Sam Altman has been reinstated as CEO of OpenAI after being ousted last week. The decision came following a backlash from the AI firm's employees and investors. The company's board will be overhauled, with the only holdover being Adam D'Angelo, CEO of Quora. The new board will include Bret Taylor, chairman, Larry Summers and D'Angelo. Earlier this week, Microsoft, OpenAI's biggest investor, said Altman, OpenAI's president Greg Brockman, and others would be joining the company to start a new advanced AI lab. Who are the OpenAI board members battling Sam Altman? Financial Times. For board members of OpenAI, Adam D'Angelo, Helen Toner, Tasha McCauley, and Ilya Sutskever, who fired CEO Sam Altman, have come under scrutiny after the abrupt decision. OpenAI is an AI research organization that aims to develop AI that is safe and beneficial to humanity. The motives and competence of the board members have been questioned, as well as their lack of communication about the decision. Opinions on the board members are mixed, with some praising their intelligence and knowledge of AI risks, while others criticize their lack of corporate experience and handling of the situation. There is a scientific fraud epidemic and we are ignoring the cure. Financial Times opinion. The prevalence of fraud and misconduct in scientific research is becoming increasingly apparent, with cases of data irregularities and manipulated results coming to light. Whistleblowers and amateur investigators are currently relied upon to identify and expose fraudulent practices, but science should take a more proactive approach to detecting and preventing fraud. The suggestion is to establish a professional fraud detection system within the scientific community, with specially trained scientists responsible for ensuring research integrity. This would help to combat the rise of fraudulent practices, such as the production of fake papers and the manipulation of data. The lack of due diligence in scientific research means that the benefits of bending or breaking the rules often outweigh the incentives to observe them. And that's a wrap for today's news. Let's quickly recap what we've learned. Billionaire chairman Gautam Singhania's acrimonious separation from his wife has caused Raymond Ltd's stock to drop for 7 consecutive days, erasing over $180 million in market value. Deepfake videos in India have prompted calls for urgent changes, with Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressing concern over the spread of falsified content. India's outdated legal system and lack of laws to police deepfake videos have been blamed for the issue. Sam Altman, the ousted CEO of OpenAI, is set to return to the company following a reversal by the board of directors. His return comes after widespread protest and support from employees and investors. A think tank report suggests that the US must achieve strategic technological advancements, such as a working quantum computer, to maintain national security and stay ahead of rivals like China. Online shopping scams are on the rise during the holiday season, with US consumers expected to spend $1.9 trillion online in November and December. It's important to be knowledgeable about e-commerce scams to protect yourself. Altman has been reinstated as CEO of OpenAI, with the company's board being overhauled. The decision came after backlash from employees and investors. For board members of OpenAI who fired Altman have faced scrutiny, with questions raised about their motives, competence, and handling of the situation. The prevalence of fraud and misconduct in scientific research is becoming increasingly apparent, and there is a need for a proactive approach to detecting and preventing fraud within the scientific community. Now, let's dive into the analysis. It seems that high-profile separations not only take a toll on personal lives but also on market values. Raymond Ltd's stock drop highlights the impact of corporate governance issues and uncertainty on investor confidence. Moving on to deepfake videos, it's clear that India's legal system needs to catch up with advances in AI technology to effectively combat the spread of falsified content. The lack of laws and slow response from tech compliance officers are major concerns. In the tech world, Sam Altman's reinstatement at OpenAI demonstrates the power of employee and investor support. It also highlights the importance of effective leadership and communication within organizations. The report urging the U.S. to achieve strategic technological advancements reflects the ongoing race for technological supremacy between the U.S. and China. The development of quantum computers and other advancements will be critical in maintaining national security and economic competitiveness. As we enter the holiday season, it's essential to stay vigilant against online shopping scams. Being informed about common scams and taking necessary precautions can help protect consumers from falling victim to fraudulent activities. Lastly, the issue of fraud in scientific research raises important questions about the integrity of the scientific community. Implementing a professional fraud detection system within the field could help prevent and expose fraudulent practices, ensuring the credibility and reliability of scientific research. And there you have it, folks. Remember, stay informed, stay curious, and stay safe. Now, it's your turn. What are your thoughts on today's news? Do you have any questions or opinions to share? Let's keep the discussion going. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.